Hello people, this is Power here with a review of the Kamen Rider Zi-O Gashapon Ridewatch Volume Set 18. I still don't know if they're either called sets or volumes. Pretty sure it's set. Anyways, this is the final Gashapon Ridewatch set to be released because I don't understand why they're not continuing them, but they're lost because they're too busy stuck with those darn PowerRider keys that look terrible. The Gashapon ones, at least the Gashapon PowerRider keys are terrible. So this set consists of Decade, Zeranos, Gaim Jumbo Lemon, and Deep Spectre. So this is going to be like the first time I'm actually going to review a whole set because all of these are new in some way. Because obviously, Decade, this is the Gashapon style, which I love. Zeranos, this is where I initially got him from, so Gaim Jumbo Lemon is the standout, and Deep Spectre, obviously. You're me! So, let's just get this over with. And yay! So, here's the Decade Ridewatch. Obviously, it's the Gashapon variant, which I like they finally did. Because I like it when, like, you know, special items actually get truncated into the normal ones. Like with I would say it started out with Gaim because I know what happened with Double with like just putting Extreme and Fang and like as just normal Gaia memories and not Trigger, Trial too. But I will say it really started with like I will say I knew about it since Gaim because of Kachidoki and such. I think Exe did a pretty good job at it too, but we're back at that tradition. I like this because it's just nice to have a normal Decade Rider watch. Also because technically track complete is. Yes, you can get the Decade finally in motion, but that's just more expensive. So I'm going too much. Anyway, so here's Decade. Same base, pink base. Black for a secondary, although it's not translucent. Also, we actually get to see Decade's face. QR code for Butaba Gamba and the track B041. Then for cheat comparisons with his DX counterpart, you can barely see the face, but it's basically the same idea. Obviously, they use the same track, but this one's just longer and bulkier for no reasons. So let's do our thing. So they're still using the sounds of this one, probably just to make the volume emulsion one exclusive. And they actually added an extra sound, which is pretty neat. And that's it. Like, you can, like, this watch, you can tell there's, like, specific parts they had to, like, lower. They had to, like, condense, but overall, pretty neat. Here is Zeranos. Again, he originally released in Gashapon Set 7, 6, but, I got him through here, so. Nice. Just simple black base. That's the thing with him and Spectre. They actually have both the same base, which is actually pretty neat. And then obviously he has green. Not like it's not showing well on my camera because of the lights, which is not great. But QR code for Butapagamba, his track V040, not 40, 39. Now obviously here's Deno because they both utilize the same track, obviously, because who cares for secondary riders? Totally me. Also, I really like his sticker. I'm barely like pressing the button because like I don't remember if I mentioned it in like Gashapon Set 17 because that I recorded that like last month. This is coming out like in October because it's September 27th right now. But like my Tokon Boost ride watch kind of gets stuck sometime, but this is like the first ride watch like that actually like gets stuck. So like even if I just do a little bit, he like even if I just do that, he like holds in. So that kind of sucks. But here's Jumbo Lemon again. He's just a random standout because they're like for the last like few sets they're just like, oh, we forgot to put out the power-ups. Oh, let's just get straight to that. We already released Wizard Old Dragon. We did Rabbit Tank Sparkling, Mighty Brothers. We threw in some stupid premium set. Well, yeah, let's just get the rest of these guys out. So here's Jumbo Lemon. He actually looks pretty decent with the big nose. And I also just like that they just made the orange kind of different. Because again, I don't believe it's actually different. Because they just made this one more vibrant. But, oh well. Again, I just prefer this color. Like, they should have just... Like, Akachidogi should have just been this, but orange. It's weird they didn't do that. QR code for Butabagamba. The track. It's the same thing. V046. Definitely not reading off of here. I try not to. I get it, camera. They're overheating. And that's basically it. Last but not least, we got Deep Spectre. And I like this one a lot. Obviously, again, if you guys know, Spectre's one of my favorite secondary rares design-wise. I just don't like Makoto himself. And I really love Deep Spectre, which is why I really wanted to get this set. So, like, this one, like, instead of, like, silver and blue, they just went with, like, this hot pink and then purple, and that's just amazing. I like watches that, like, just stand out. So, QR code for Butabagamba, track V048. And then, obviously, here's his original counterpart, Spectre. Like, again, I just really like this. If they made a Sin Spectre, that would be amazing. But obviously, they're not going to cover V Cinemas, even though Mock Chaser was at the top 20. Surprised they didn't do one off of Grease Perfect Kingdom. I'll just admit, I think his description is kind of stupid. It just literally mentions the fact that he can fly. I like that though. I like how nothing the melody is, because it's just the instrumental of Deep Spectre. I just like how nothing, like how emotionless it is. I just... And that. I'm talking too much. Let's turn off the camera and go Jiku Driver. I was always start with Zi-O just because how things work. I shouldn't be zooming in. Great. I was even start with Zi-O just because how things work. This is one of those fun videos where I have to keep going back and forth. Obviously, that's still the same. This actually does not produce its standby, which I guess makes sense. However, it still does the cards. Switch came back to the future just to secure this. There, it actually played that time. Obviously, he uses Daniel's track and such, so white and green is really awesome. So that's the full charge time burst. Full charge obviously coming from his attack. Really happy Zeranos actually does have like the generic finisher, because obviously, in my opinion, this is too specific. Because then we might as well have all the forms, which they would never do because they dropped the ride watches. But yeah. So basically, like, the issue with Zeranos is that basically because of the fact his button gets stuck, sometimes like the pin, like when it tries like spinning it, it just won't acknowledge it. So this won't even like play its sounds. I only have it happen once, but I don't know, it's just something that kind of bugs me. Now we're back to the present. Obviously, because the guy he uses his own track. Makes sense. I know, like, decades there, but consistency. This is just really messy, but that was the energy time break. Obviously, energy coming from Lemon Energy, like with the Sonic Arrow attack. One last blast in the future. Okay, now we're gonna evolve into Deep Spectre. Again, goes 2015 because he doesn't have his own track. very professional to leave in mistakes. So that was the Giga Omega Time Burst. Giga Omega coming from Giga Omega Drive and such. And yay, we're finally over. We're stuck in the future because we messed up. Obviously, we gotta have the Decade Ride Watch with Decade, which is entirely the whole point. So now you actually have a Ride Watch that'll actually say Decade, not complete, because that one is a different track. So. And yippee-doo! And that's basically it for the set. Overall, I actually think this is a nice way of closing the Gashapon Ride Watches off. You finally release a Ride Watch that has at least been like out for like half a year. It's nice to get Zeronos back just because he makes sense and such, and then these two, they were just kind of afterthoughts. Even though I do actually like this pair, especially Deep Spectre, I had to get him. So also just getting Decade to actually get a the way I'll word it, like an alternative to getting the Decade Violent in Motion. Because it does the same sounds of this, but like you just want like a basic Decade Ride Watch instead of like dealing with this thing, then yeah, this is actually a pretty decent pickup. Again, also it's not a full-on substitution of the Violent in Motion, as that one actually has its own sounds and actually acts like a proper ride watch. Although my only nitpick of it is that why wasn't it DX? So overall, I think this is a nice way of closing off the Gashapon Ride Watches. Actually, it's not, because we end off a really stupid way. But I really wish 01 continued them. Like how in O's they continued the Gaia memories. Because I really do feel like we're not finished, but it's kind of like the Gashats. They're like just trying to get rid of them as fast as they could. So they're trying to like get rid of Ride Watches as soon as they could. Like, I understand. It's like, who cares about Heisei? We're in the Rayla. But then again, we have 01 Ride Watch. Come on, like, I at least just want I want Ride Watches for the others. I'm surprised they're not doing like a second campaign for 01. Anyways, this is PowerRider, and I'll leave you people. Bye.